It just goes to show you that one day of doing singles and you're pretty much screwed up, tight all over. Biceps are tight. My forearms are tight, achy wrists, shoulders, pecs are tight. The whole posture's changed from hitting that 155 PR yesterday. And it just made me think, man, I did this for years. Not in the bench press, in the squat. You lift heavy too often and your body locks down in anticipation that this external force is going to come back to us. And so all the fascia, all the connective tissue, everything bloody locks up. And so then your form worsens, everything locks up, everything becomes tighter, you deviate from the optimal bar path technique. And then things that are not supposed to be primarily stressed now become the primary points of pressure. And then aches and pains, injury happens eventually if you keep pushing it. Because the load that you selected was too heavy, way too heavy. And the body responds to that. It's a stimulus that it recognizes and it anticipates it's going to come back again. And so the body just tightens up to protect itself. Protect some of these tissues that might be at risk of tearing. And then you come in the following day and you load it up again, heavy. And then you're like, damn, what's going on? Maybe I have to do some more warm-ups. Maybe I have to do this. Maybe I have to do some incline, some decline. Maybe I got to do some flies. You all run around, all these different exercises, back and forth, trying to find the next thing to help you. But really, the full story there is you just went too heavy on an exercise. And for a long, long time, I was kind of infatuated by this idea of finding the correct combination of exercises that are going to feed off each other and work really well. But now I've kind of come to the other side of all of this, and I'm kind of leaning towards the solution being, it's not so much the exercise selection, it's the reps and sets schemes, training methodologies, It's not so much the selection of exercises, it's how much freaking weight are you putting on the bar. Doing these sets of 20 makes me supple, opens my chest up, works the joints nicely, not wrongly and painfully like a single freaking does, and I guess anything close to a single. Muscles get pumped, joints feel great, I feel great, refreshed, I'm hungry, I want to eat. Everything is really, really good. But then you do one day, in a blue moon, you do one day where you go heavy and then everything starts to feel crap, you lose your appetite. Ever so slightly, this is just one day and I'm already kind of feeling the effects of it. My CNS kind of fatigues, and with it my appetite goes, and then it's just like a downward spiral. And to think that I did this for years with the squat, and I've ran around trying to work all these different exercises, I tried many freaking things. You guys that have been around will appreciate how many different thoughts have gone through my mind, how many different thoughts I entertained and pursued. And you'll know that, I've failed many times with my hypotheses and my solutions, and I've gone back to square one many times before. And all along, I feel like the solution wasn't a different exercise. It was just back away from the weight, man. Back away from that weight that tightens everything up. And don't be afraid, because the light stuff will get you stronger. Contrary to popular belief that you have to do singles, doubles, triples, fives to get stronger. That is not the case. I don't know where this came from, or maybe I'm an alien and I have a different experience. That could be also it, who knows? But my experience is, in many times over, is that doing freaking sets of 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 has brought me goodness, both at the squat level and the bench press. I've not really ventured too far into the deadlift because it's so taxing of a lift. But in my experience, when the squat moves, the deadlift moves. So I'm continuously pursuing a fixed weight of 60 kilos on the bloody SSB, and continuously I get amazing feedback that I'm building muscle, training my body without any pain. And like I said yesterday, when I feel healthy, I feel strong. And yesterday's 155 kilo bench press is further sending me down this path of, bro, just do the light stuff, do a lot of volume, push the intensity with it, get close to failure, try and get a couple more reps here and there in sets. And when you can get 5 neat sets of 20, okay, go up a little bit on the weight. With the bench press, I've done that. With the squat, I've got an even different idea because it's a different type of muscle. I kind of even want to go up to 50 sets of 50, which is going to take a long while, obviously, to get comfortable with, to do it on the daily. But as long as I stay away from the heavy stuff and stay away from that real big tightness, I'll be able to progress. Okay, sure. If there's a competition coming up, okay, the exhibition of strength, the expression of your maximum strength, do a peaking phase. I'm not saying don't do a peaking phase, but if you're not in the business of competing 5-10 times a year, or whatever you're doing, you have no reason to be peaking all the time. Don't waste your time. Just build. Keep building, because that's where strength is going to come from. And that's been my experience. I'm very pleased the way I am right now. Number one, feeling. And number two, I'm actually getting progress. And I can feel it. I can now see it. It's really encouraging stuff. Like always, guys, I appreciate you. And I'll catch you tomorrow in the next one. Peace out.